Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for the sign of Libra 2020 March. Okay, Libra, your solar sun is in your sixth house. So it's your sixth house of health. You can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunson.net or my email address, mercury524@msn.com. My Facebook business page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or you can reach me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Hello, Libra, the balancer. Your solar 600, sixth house is in the sign of Virgo. The sixth house rules Virgo. Virgo is the ruling planet of Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo and Gemini. Virgo represents the sixth house of health, wealth, and sixth house of health, work, and service to others. Okay? Now, the sun is in Pisces, which is the opposition of you. You are a multiple earth sign, and Pisces are multiple water sign. So, it's in your opposition, but it doesn't mean that it has to be something negative for you. Now, you know the rule: like, subscribe, and share. This is the overall view of the sign of Libra, and it's not an individual reading, it's a collective. So take what you need and what you don't need. Don't try to fit it in because it's not going to work for you. Okay, Libra, your solar sun is in the sixth house. The sixth house is the house of harmony in areas of health, work, and service to others. It's also that health issues are facing some of you. Some of you have been ignoring these health issues. They've been plaguing you for quite a while, and you've been ignoring them. Some of you are looking at these health issues and trying to get yourself off any chemical medicine that you get from the doctors and taking a more holistic and organic and natural approach. So I see some of you going for these health issues that has connected with acupuncture, holistic chiropractor, herbalist, massages, something in a different direction. Because I feel that you want to get off the medication that's been given to you for these health ailments, and you want to do it naturally. Some of you have started doing it, and you've seen a change come about. I see also some of you taking practice of yoga. That's going to form a form of stretching. I also see some of you taking the practice of meditation, visualizing these health ailments and moving forward with it and doing that in that direction. Okay? And also doing something in your diet, drinking more water, eating more fruits and vegetables. So I see a whole regimen of changes coming to you, Libra. Okay? And again, some of this might have to do with your emotions, since your solar sixth house is in Virgo, which is the opposition of Pisces. So some of this has been going on, and it's been emotionally attaching you and giving you some issues that you would like to resolve. Okay, so Pisces represents the 12th house, which deals with, I also feel there's some problems here with some of your eyes. It means that there's some problem with some cloud around the eye. So those eyes need to be checked out. Go get a eye examination, or take some kind of vitamins that can build this up. I also pick up some stigmatism in your eyes too. I also feel that allergy season is coming around, so that is enhancing that, and I can see water coming down like you're crying from these ailments, okay? I also feel that some of you have not been sleeping because you've been worried about issues, and you need to get some rest and balance things out. Worrying is not going to solve anything. only action to remove that fear will solve that. Okay, I also see some of you might have some issues with your feet. I feel that some of you are dealing with issues with your feet that has been bothering you in quite a while. And for some of the young ladies, wearing those high heels and those squeaky toes and those pointing shoes is creating this problem because your feet has 28 bones in it and it's all connected to an organ in your body. I'm also feeling that, Libra, you're having issues with your lower back. That's where you hold your issues at, your worries, your fear. So I need you to get that straightened out, okay? And that would be good by massaging yourself with some organic castor oil or some organic castor oil, particularly with lavender, that would take that strain out of the muscle, and then some stretching exercise in the lower back area. Now, the stone that I want you to use in the month of March, Libra, is called the tiger eye. The tiger eye is a stone. Now, I want to say this, that the stones that I bring out, the crystals and the tungstone, they have multiple meanings and multiple purpose. So one of the purpose for the tiger eye is to heal, for health. And this what you need to carry with you in the month of March. And I want you to get that organic castor oil, lavender, and massage that really good in the lower part of your back and heat it up, okay? And heat the stone and rub this around, okay? And you will see some relief from that, okay? If there's still some problems in that area, then I would suggest you to go to a chiropractor and let him release that tension from that area of the back. So this is the tiger eye. It's a brown and black stone. Now, these stones can be very expensive. So if you want to get one that is really small, that's fine. But remember, the bigger you get it, the more expensive they're going to be. Okay? Okay, now we're going to move on and see where the planets are at right now. Okay. Mercury has just moved out of Pisces and moved into Aquarius. And this represents the try and true does not cut it anymore. It is the new, the unique, and the original that catches and holds your interest now. Idealism, rationality, and critical thinking become more and more a part of your mental patterns and the way you communicate. You are inventive, original, and high tech. So now, with Mercury now in Aquarius, so you're going to use your mind more. You're going to think. You're going to think about moving the obstacles out of your path, or anything that prohibits you to move forward will be eliminated. You're going to remove the challenges and the battle. Now, you might be a little bit frustrated because Mercury is still retrograding. It's retrograde, okay? And it will retrograde in Aquarius to the 16th. Now, the two letters RE represents a retrograde. Retrograde represents you're looking back. So when that planet was going direct, you're looking back and see what details or what information you missed. And now you're getting that together by doing your research, your investigation, and when it goes direct, you're going to apply this new approach, okay? So Mercury will go retrograde. Some book says the 9th, some says the 10th, so that's next week. So when a planet is getting to retrograde, you can feel it 5 days. Going direct, you can feel it 5 days before it goes. So you can see a lot of confusion unwinding now. You can see a lot of scheduling, a lot of missed calls, a lot of miscommunication, kind of straighten out. Other people are getting the information that you need or what's going on. Okay? Then the moons are retrograding. Okay? And then the worst day is when it goes retrograde and when it goes direct. Okay? So Mercury will go direct either the 9th or the 10th. And so be very careful in driving, traveling, machinery, or anything. Mercury retrograde. If you can hold off buying a television, a radio, a car, anything while Mercury retrograde, that'd be fine. But if you got to do it, just make sure you read the fine print. Okay, so Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. So Aquarius is a sign of humanity, of groups and organization, hopes, wishes, and friendship. So these factors will be in place. Okay. Okay. Now the next planet is Venus. Venus has left Aries and is now in Taurus, its home base. So for all earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Venus is the goddess of love, it's the goddess of luxury, it's the goddess of finery, it's the goddess of money, work, and possession. So some of you are going to get a new job. Some of you have been applying for a job and looking at a job. Well, some of you are going to get a new job, okay? And it's going to happen from something that you applied for in the past. So, okay, with Mercury in Aquarius, it can happen quickly, anytime. Sudden changes, okay? So with Venus in Taurus, its home base, some of you are going to be getting a new job, and this job is something that you applied for previously. Then those who start applying for a job now, once Mercury goes direct, it's going to bring in this new beginning for you. Okay, Venus in Taurus, a love of music and appreciation of sensual pleasures and others of the finer things in life. Such are the signs of the cycle which has begun for you. This aesthetic and artistic, to be sure, but it's also practical and materialistic. You develop a keen appreciation for the value of things, including money it takes to buy them. So some of you are waiting for your income tax, some of you are waiting for lawsuits, some of you are waiting for money that's been owed to you. It's all going to come in with Venus in Taurus. Okay? Now with Venus in Taurus, earth signs and water signs, you're going to be the apple of everyone's eye. People are going to think much of you. They're going to come after you. They're going to pursue you. So this is the time for you to strike out. If you're in a relationship now, that relationship is going to get better and stronger on a solid foundation. Okay, for those of you who are not in a relationship, the focus is on you. And by focusing on yourself, you're going to lift these boundaries, these burdens that you place on yourself, and other people's going to be drawn to you. Okay? But the key is to take your time. Don't rush into anything. Just take your time. Then we have Mars in Capricorn. Now, Venus is the feminine parts of us. Mars is the masculine. So you have this raw energy in Capricorn, which deals with employment, success, prestige, and moving up the ladder. Okay? Mars deals with that raw energy, that drive. You have the drive to achieve what you want. Now, there's going to be some delays, but don't take it high. Take a break and come back to it and start fighting and doing it again so you can get it right. So don't get frustrated. So with Mars in Capricorn, with this cycle taking hold on your life now, taking charge of being in control becomes more important issues for you. You want to get things organized and you have the initiative to do it. This is the time of ambition and responsibility, a time to keep your cool and pace yourself. Working hard is smart, but working smart is better. Okay? Then we have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and Jupiter went into Capricorn on December the 19th, 2019, will stay there to December the 19th to 2020. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion, abundance, wealth, blessing, truth, new opportunities, and karma. Jupiter will benefit all earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns, and an opposite sign, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay? Now, we have Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of restriction, delays, procrastination, structures, boundaries, okay? The planet of time, father time. It's a planet of lessons learned. When Saturn goes through your sign, it's a good thing. I used to think it was bad, but as my research and reading, it's a good thing because it prepares you for the abundance that's going to come when it leaves that sign. So if you have anything in the 10th, 6th, or second house, this has been affecting you, but it's making you stronger and better and building on a better foundation. Now, some of you might have lost someone close to you, a friend or family member, because Saturn is Father Time. And when Saturn goes into a sign, it also deals with karma. So if there was any good karma, you're going to get the benefits. If there was any bad karma, you're going to get circumstances because you're going to reap what you sow. And you're going to pay before you go, and you're going to pay when you go to the Hall of Akashic Records, because every thought, word, and action is written down. So be careful, okay? Saturn also read father, okay? And it could be that a father figure was not there, or there were some issues with a father figure with some of you Libras, and you're holding on to it, so you need to let it go. Forgive yourself, forgive them, and heal. Okay? The Saturn also represents lessons learned. Don't fight it. Because if you fight Saturn, it's going to throw you on your back. Roll with the punches. So, you're supposed to meet someone at this time, and they're calling you that they're going to meet you 2 hours later. Don't get fret. Don't go get upset. You just move on to your next schedule and do that and see if you can rearrange to meet them later. Okay? Then the next sign we have is Uranus in Taurus. Now, Venus in Taurus, Uranus is a distant planet, it's a shock planet. It's a planet of upheaval, chaos, independence, change, and revolution. And nothing will be the same. Uranus represents the Tower card and the Terror. It represents the divine coming in and bringing that change quickly, because you have not been taking the heed to change. So the universe is going to bring a smack on your head and change it forever, and it's going. Okay? So Uranus and Taurus deal with your throat. This is your fifth chakra. Stop being a people pleaser, Libra. Stop worrying about what people say. Be who you are, your authentic self, because everybody else is taken. Okay? But use a diplomatic approach. Okay? If you're diplomatic to someone, you have an issue with them, then they will sit and listen, and then they can see their error. But if you come in with anger, they're going to be angry, and they're going to blame you. So this is the time to speak your truth in a diplomatic way, okay? And take care of you first. Don't let people keep calling you and doing this and keeping you from doing what you need to do, okay? Because that's when they take your power from you, okay? So you take care of what you're doing, then you go deal with them. Don't put no one above you but the divine source of the universe, or the divine feminine or masculine, whatever you want to call them. They come first, you come second, and everyone else has a number behind you. Okay? And so we're going to be getting dealing with more issues with less real money and more electronic money. You're going to be dealing with long distance relationships. It's going to be the norm. The age difference is not going to be. It's going to be the norm in relationships. Okay, we're going to clean up the air. We're going to have a healthy and better relationship with our money. Now, Uranus went into Taurus March the 6th, 2019, and will stay there to 2026. Any LBGQT people listening, you're going to have the rights that the divine wants you to have. So all this stuff fighting against you and us, it's going to be resolved. Okay, you're going to be accepted as a norm because the divine placed you as a gay person, as a population control. Okay? All right. Now we have Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. We're going to clean up the water. Your psychic ability is very high. So pay attention to your intuition, your feelings, and your dreams. Now we're coming up here to a full moon, and this is a full moon in Virgo, and this is a super moon. So when we have a super moon, the moon is closer to the earth. So this full moon is going to be very effective. It's going to be very powerful, particularly in areas of health, work, and service to others. And things to deal with healing. Some of you have some emotional issues that needs to be addressed and healed. Okay? So Pisces deals with your eyes, your feet, Okay, and behind the scenes activity, secret enemies. Okay, so Libra, your sixth house is in Virgo, it's opposition. So you're going to know who is these secret enemies. So it deals with compassion, it deals with healing. Maybe something you need to go to a psychiatrist, a therapist, and talk and vent what you've been holding in, and stop relying on sensitizing yourself with alcohol, prescription or illegal drugs, sex addiction, gambling addiction, whatever. Face the issue, okay? Then we have the North, we have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto represents transformation, an emotional transformation. It represents death of something emotional. It represents rising from the ashes and transforming yourself into something better. It also represents secrets because it deals with the eighth house, which deals with Scorpio. So these are some emotional issues that have been dragging you since childhood or your last past life. Okay, then we have the North Node of the Moon and Gemini. The North Node of the Moon is what we come in this life to learn. So some of you have been running away from the lessons you need to learn and going back into the South Node, which is what you brought into this life from the previous life. Okay? And we go back in that because we're comfortable with it. But we have to get out of that to learn and to grow. Okay, now I'm going to go and see what is the tarot card for the month of March 2020 for you, Libra. Now, whenever a card is facing its way, this is an opposition to you. It opposes you. This is a challenge. So we're going to turn this around. And this is 2. So 2 represents manifest your dreams, but use wisdom. 2 represents choices. So you have a choice to make in areas of money, work, and possession. And Swords represents air sign. So it represents Gemini, Libra, here's your Libra, Aquarius. So it represents challenges and battles that you have to move out of your way in the month of March. Now I'm going to do the karma cards. Now the karma cards consist of 3 cards. It consists of the planets, the signs, and the house. So you have 3, so we're going to turn this over. Oh. We talked about the North Node. So this is the North Node. So it's time for you to come out of the past, of your past life and lessons you have brought into this life and move on to the lessons that you need to learn in the North Node, which is in Gemini. And that means you need to communicate more effectively. And that more effectively, this is the sign, is in Scorpio, your emotions. And the house is the 11th house, and it deals with groups, organizations, friendships, hopes, and wishes. You need to enjoy, you need to get involved in those areas. And the next aspect of this is the spiritual part of this. This is, there will be. And in a sign, this is the planet. And in the sign, purification and resurrection. And in the 11th house, freedom, what the 11th house represents. And then in the mental, success from the secret of association. And then the physical benefits, resurrection from the power of your choice of friends. So that tells me that you're leaving a lot of people that have not been your friends. You're finding out they're not your friends, and you're leaving them alone. Okay? So I hope you enjoy your astrological crystal overview, Libra, for the month of March 2020. And I'll see you in April. Ciao. And take care of those health issues.